welcome to Oldemolin. And I think when I was approached to talk about the two rivers of the park, I think it's very important for us to locate the two rivers of the park, starting from this place. When we talk about what happened on the 1st of March 1510 and the Battle of Salt River, this area here, the Gorinaikwa Kraal, which it was then in 1510, was raided by Dalmeida and his men. So they basically had come up from the sort of Woodstock Beach, Salt River area, walked up over the fast drift, up onto the hill, and raided this particular area, which was a traditional kraal. They were met by the standing army that had the most extraordinary relationship with their cattle, a spiritual, symbiotic relationship with cattle, where the cattle formed a phalanx and pushed the Portuguese regiment basically into the sea, onto the beach, and then proceeded to destroy, the army with the use of bows, arrows, stones, and sticks. They navigated these animals through the use of whistles and kicks, and the Portuguese soldiers that had survived that have written very clearly in the Portuguese archives that the cattle fought like men. Allow South Africans, and especially people in the Western Cape, to reconnect to a history of dignity and ownership and custodianship, where this symbiotic relationship between animals, the river, the sky, the people, the spirit, was something that was so intact and so beautiful and so powerful, that its reawakening is something that does open up possibilities of healing and dignity to South Africans. It's the fact that the first Muslim slaves, the first agricultural slaves, were deployed here on the embankments of the Lisbeth River and the Black River in 1657. So the history of Islam and its entanglement has a footprint in Salt River, along the banks of the Lisbeth River. Also, the deep relationship of liberation and resistance between the Muslim slaves from the Java, Goa, Madagascar, Indonesia, and the Khoi, who both were at odds and fighting against the Dutch administration at the time and later. There's the Ualam Khoi. It's a group similar to the Griquas. When the Ualam Sulu got past the Orange River and entered into today's Namibia, these were Khoi, but they were Khoi on horseback, green eyes, speaking Dutch, armed with rifles. So we're talking about another kind of history of complexity and intermingling between the Dutch and the Khoi. But moving on to the Olam, what's very interesting about the Olam is that the family name of the Olam tribe is Ishmael. So when you go to Namibia and you see some of the groups that are there because of the exile from the Western Cape over a period of a couple of hundred years, you'd find that some of the endemic royal names, family names, are some like Ishmael. So where does Ishmael come from? Come from here.